kill themselves due to Iron Maiden. And here's the Phoenix. I actually um J I actually JSP'd this as a unmade spirit, and then I JSP the runes and held the runes of the spirit, make it into the 45 Sacred Targe thing. And I wasn't even asking for making a 15 redemption. When I made it, I was hoping to get a 10 to 12. And the reason why I didn't want a high redemption, I'm not sure if you know why, but if you do, kudos to you as to know why you don't want a high redemption. Um, I mean, either way, high redemption is fine, but there's a disadvantage in having high redemption. Um, Regardless of redemption being um giving you more uh like or percentage of the pool or something, that's not the point. Like chance to, well, I guess it gives the chance to redeem, and but it's not really about the life mana recovered so much. I mean, sure you want a higher level redemption, but the problem is the radius. When I initially back in 1.10, when I decided to try this build out, because people would normally manually use redemption when their merc died, or at the instance where their merc died, they would have to redeem themselves for a while if they do not wish to revive the merc immediately because they're going to die anyway. So then you have to use manual redemption. And this build is basically being lazy, but it also makes it more difficult. And this is more of a costly, more end game, quote unquote, end game build because Insight is a starter to me. Is a starter, like you start out with Insight for almost any class, I guess, except Javazons or something, right? I mean, most classes and specs you would start out with Insight. Pretty much, it's an auto include, and it's easy to make. I mean, I guess if you play on the reset day, it wouldn't be easy, but it's easy enough that you would use. Yeah, and the reason, okay, the reason why the radius thing I didn't mention enough, but because I I mean I don't know how long you've been watching how I play, but let's say you're in Chaos Sanctuary and you have different mobs. Yeah, that I mean that three socket is pretty good, but it could have higher defense. And I mean at this point, 3 months into the season, that GH isn't worth much at all, unless it's close to perfect or something. But so as I was saying about the positioning in chaos, let's say there's a lot of mobs right around, and you clear the mobs all over the place. Depending on how you play, if you spread them out well enough, the reasoning for having a low redemption is that you can teleport more efficiently to where you wouldn't use up all the different spots of the corpses. So that if you end up going ahead of time, let's say I'm teleporting to Seius, but on the way to Seius or Stees, or however you pronounce his name, that you got mana burn, and then you are, and then you also ran out of mana pots. So what you do is you would vigor backwards and grab the ones that you missed because of a lower redemption radius that didn't target certain ones, and then you will have minimal mana left. But if you have a huge Phoenix redemption, like I'm pretty sure you understood from what you said earlier, uh, agreeing with me with the reasoning, then you just wasted everything. I mean, if you look at my mana pool, sure, after BO, I would have double the mana, which then higher redemption would matter. But if I forgot to BO myself, but if I have 15 redemption, I would actually I would most likely over recover I would over recover my mana pool if I lost my BO. Obviously, with BO, I'm at 900 to 1K or something like that. Then higher redemption wouldn't matter. And also, if you're playing with it in a group, I mean, sometimes it's just annoying that you just redeem everything. I mean, obviously, you are playing with barbs that are horkers now, and um, sometimes you would play with a necromancer or something that wants to revive something, and then you have a high redemption. It's also not fun for the other person, regardless of redemption not being fun at all, considering what their class and spec is. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that point is uh, considerably arguable, but that's how I see the game, and I hope you enjoy that point being included. And yeah, I mean, so in this setup, it's 125 FCR. I have combat GCs, but they aren't great. Like this 6 dex one,